You're welcome, everybody. Lovely to be with you. So, if we can turn our attention to the tranquility, the spaciousness of awareness, our transparent reality. So that the mind can come to rest, nothing to expect, a simple and complete resting, an invitation from myself to myself to rest as being, as presence. A sort of suspension of the past. Notice the movements within the body, the breath, the warmth of the body, the heartbeat. The light shining through the window. Hearing these words. There is no separation. Although the mind makes some distinctions, in being, in presence, and as presence. There are no issues. It is only in the mind that we find issues, problems. And we get engaged. But we don't need to. Because resting as awareness is always available to us. The fulfillment of resting as awareness, as being, is always available to us. But whenever we engage with the mind, we have the option of engaging in a practical manner, such as feeding the body, taking care of one's home and family, which is completely impersonal. Or we can engage as a person, as a separate entity with its history, its old wounds, with its past trauma. And whenever we engage as a personal self, we are maintaining the personal self. We are maintaining the impression of separation, the impression that there is something at stake for somebody. While in fact there is no personal self, only the flow of images on the screen, the creative aspect of Shiva, the movement, the flow. Any stress or trauma refers to a personal self, a fictitious me, which is quite different from the body being tired or the body being overexerted. There is a story which we carry around, a me story, a me, a wounded me that needs healing. But the true healing is not the healing of the me. It is the healing from the belief in a me, the belief in a separate self, a healing from the belief of limitation, healing from the belief that consciousness is mortal. In the absence of a history, in the absence of a me story, there are no personal issues because there is not a person. So we invite ourselves to this understanding. We are open and available for this understanding, for God's light to dissolve the falsehood. Of course, all body minds have been subject to all sorts of brutality in the past because of the global ignorance of our ancestors. It's been passed on to our parents and grandparents. Their sense of limitation, their fear, their sense of lack and envy and greed. We have all been subject to this trauma. And awakening to your true essence, your true self, is the healer of time. It heals the past, reveals that in spite of the body mind being affected by events, Consciousness is its reality. You are the reality of the body-mind. You being this invisible presence, the true and only you, the true and only self, is the reality of the world body-mind. And this reality is non-phenomenal, does not get wounded, does not get hurt, does not exist in time and space. So that is available to us not as a trick of the mind to heal oneself, but it's available to us as our very being, our very reality. You don't need to think about consciousness in order to be conscious. You don't need to remember consciousness in order to be conscious. You don't need to do anything for consciousness to be. Consciousness is. And you are that. You are consciousness. Conscious that it is, and conscious that it is conscious. And in this understanding is your freedom, your true freedom, the only freedom there is. So you can turn your attention to that which you love above all. What is that? Is it something that appears and disappears? Is it a mind state that you are seeking? Is it a solution to a particular problem that you are looking for? Or you are looking for a better life for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years? Is that what your heart aspires for? What is it that you can be absolutely certain of? Why pursue that which you are uncertain of? The only certainty we have is the certainty of consciousness, not the images on the screen, but the essence of being, the essence of awareness. If that is what you can be absolutely certain of, then you can align your life, your decisions, your actions, your thoughts with that which you are absolutely certain of. Like when you are in the forest with the compass, which points to you with certainty the direction, because the true north of the compass does not waver. It's always pointing in that direction. And the compass is you, not the you that appears, not the you that you imagine, not the you that you perceive, which is constantly changing. But the you which right now hears these words is transparent, aware, invisible, formless presence, the changeless, formless, the unmanifest, Shiva. Brahman. It's a done deal.